sa mga nag-share ng word of wisdom. So, hopefully that you will be one of us.
Hi! My name is Anlin. So yun, nagpapasalamat ako sa Panginoon sa gawin ito na hindi natin narinig yung salita ng Diyos. Mas naintindihan natin yun. Mas naintindihan ko yung pagkababae ko, yung halaga ko. So, sana yung mga hindi nakapunta kayong araw ito, so baka next time, sana makasama namin kayo at pag-usayamin yung opportunity na makarinig ng salita ng Diyos, lalo na sa ating mga babae na mahalagahan natin kung ano tayo at ano tayo sa Panginoon. Bye-bye!
So, hi guys! Ka-Sisterhood! Brother. So yun, papasalamat lang ako this event. Sobrang life-changing. Feeling ko nag-camp ako ng ilang araw. At so, sana nag-revive yung spirit. Then, yun nga, sabi nga ng mga speaker natin kanina, we have a purpose. And yung verse na remind sa akin ni Lord is Proverbs 29:10. You have a word and we are more than Rubies. Kaya yun guys, see you sa susunod. Sana makapunta rin kayo. Bye-bye!
Hi everybody! Good morning to all you guys. And before anything, I would like to introduce myself. I am Asistio. I'm a singer-songwriter, host, and Alopecia Awareness Advocate. And thank you so much, her Sisterhood, for inviting me today to share my story. You know, when it comes to mga advocacy campaigns that really encourage women empowerment and encourage people to just embrace who they are, their unique beauty. That's something that I truly support. And so this morning, I will be talking about my alopecia story and how I was able to rise above the condition. Hi, Milan. Yes, guys, if you have any questions or comments, let me know as I talk. I would love to hear from you guys. But before anything, I would like to invite all of you guys to pray. Let's do a morning prayer to start off the day. Parang feeling ko sobrang sakto kasi good vibes and, you know, start the day with intentions. How do we want to live today, the rest of the week, the rest of the month, the rest of 2020? So many uncertainties when it comes to this year. But I believe, you know, platforms such as this are really important to encourage us and help us through our journey, na kahit minsan hindi natin naiintindihan, merong mga boses, may mga ilaw na tumutulong sa atin to guide us into the right direction. So let's pray. Lord, thank you so much for today. Thank you for this opportunity to share my story and have a sense of community when it comes to knowing our purpose, knowing our calling, knowing that you want us to shine and to use our voices, our lives to bring you glory. Whatever it is that we are doing, whatever it is that we're passionate about, our gifts, our talents, our skills, and our stories are all meant to glorify you. And I pray for this morning na yung mga nanonood po, ano man po ang kanilang pinagdadaanan, ano man ang kanilang nasa puso, nasa isip, mga nagbabother sa kanila, anxieties, worries, Lord, I pray that you would remind them that we could cast our cares and worries away and put our trust in you, because you see the bigger picture and you only have nothing but the best for all of us. And we just have to completely trust and have full confidence in that. And I guess with the word that we will be sharing today about confidence, it's really about finding our confidence and our strength in you. So thank you, Lord, for today. In Jesus' name, amen. Alright. Hello sa inyong lahat. And sabi ko nga kanina, ako ay isang Alopecia Awareness Advocate. Pasensya na po, nakamot ko ata yung mata ko. Medyo mapula-pula siya. But I have this condition called alopecia. And it's a hair loss condition kung saan mula 4 years old ako, nalagas na yung buhok ko. Nawala yung buhok ko sa ulo, totally bald. I didn't have eyelashes. I didn't have eyebrows. And because of that, it was very difficult for me growing up. Because syempre, habang lumalaki tayo nakikita natin yung kagandahan ng babae, kagandahan ng Pilipina. And one of the things that we are always encouraged to have is long black hair. Nagpunta ako sa school, ang tuturo doon, your hair is your crowning glory. And all my classmates had hair, but ako, I grew up feeling incomplete and feeling that I was different and not normal compared to everyone else because I didn't have my crowning glory. And so, dahil doon, syempre, nagkaroon ako ng insecurity na when it comes to being a girl or being a woman eventually when I grew up, na nahuhuli ako sa iba. I'm less than other people because I wasn't complete and I wasn't like everyone else. Sobrang blessed ko lang kasi yung family ko, tsaka yung mga kaibigan ko, never naman nila pina-feel sa akin na pangit ako or kakaiba ako or kailangan nila ako ikahiya because of my condition. But what's interesting is, even if they didn't make me feel that way, I realized na ako mismo yung gumagawa ng mga ganong thoughts sa sarili ko. Kumbaga, I put myself in a mental prison. That even if the people who love me never made me feel that I should be ashamed of my condition, nandun na ako sa, parang kinalakihan ko na yung pananaw na, and yung insecurity na because of my alopecia, hindi ako buo, hindi ako maganda. At kailangan kong itago kung anong meron ako. And dahil doon, growing up, I started wearing wigs, I started wearing hats, bandanas, which is something that I still do now. But before kasi, parang I couldn't leave the house without a covering on my head because I realized na if I would come out without a covering on my head, it was like coming out naked and exposing myself and all my fears, doubts, and insecurities to the world. Hindi ko pwedeng ipakita sa ibang tao kung ano yung nasa ilalim ng mga headgear ko kasi huhusgahan nila ako. Kasi ako nga mismo, hinuhusgahan ko na yung sarili ko eh. Para sa akin, hindi na ako maganda. Para sa akin, hindi ako kumpleto dahil sa condition ko. And I guess with all our journeys, not just with me, sometimes we have these weaknesses, limitations, and insecurities that we carry with us growing up na sa totoo lang, hindi naman sinasabi sa atin hindi naman ganun yung totoo. Kumbaga, hindi yun yung truth, but we decided to make these truths in our mind. Siya na mismo yung nagdidictate sa atin ng identity natin, yung mga concepts natin about ourselves. And so ako, yun, I had to hide it. I was ashamed of my alopecia. No one had to see it. And since this morning is a subject the subject of our talk is about bravery and confidence, I would be as honest as I can and say na I didn't grow up brave when it comes to my condition. Like what I said, it was something that needed to be hidden. It was something that I was ashamed of. And the journey towards being at peace with my condition took a while. Kasi 4 years old ako nagka-alopecia. 24 years old, after 24 years, so I was 28, 2012 yon. Doon lang ako nagkaroon ng lakas ng loob para talagang humarap sa mga tao kahit wala akong buhok. Sabihin na, I'm Abby, I'm beautiful, I'm confident, even if I'm bald. Medyo naging mahaba yung journey towards that. And isa sa turning point ko when it comes to that journey is really having a relationship with God. When I was in high school, nasama ako sa Church sa Victory. I was part of Youth on Fire. And there was a youth camp that I attended, and the message of the talk nung nandun ako is, God sees you as beautiful. God sees you as special. You are worth waiting for. You are God's princess. And those are so simple. Simple words lang yon. But when I heard those, coming from someone who was questioning God kung bakit ako pa yung kailangan magka-alopecia. Questioning God na sa dami-dami ng tao sa buong mundo, bakit kasama ako dun sa maliit na percentage na meron. Na compared sa lahat ng mga kakilala ko, bakit ako pa yung kalbo? Yun yung parati kong tanong eh. But then, when I heard those words in church na ang pinaka bottom line is, God sees us still as beautifully and wonderfully made. In His eyes, tayo kumpleto, tayo maganda, tayo unique. Talagang hinahangaan ang ating kagandahan na hindi ko mapaniwalaan kasi nga mas nananaig yung na-form ko na image sa sarili ko sa utak ko. But that was really a huge turning point for me kasi I learned to see myself not in Abby's eyes, but I learned to see myself in God's eyes. And I guess, ganun din tayong lahat. Kahit ngayon, lalo na with the pandemic that's happening, ang daming nawala ng trabaho, ang daming hindi na alam kung ano ang mangyayari next month. Saan ba tayo kukuha ng pambayad sa bills? O kaya, magkaka-boyfriend pa ba ako? Naka-lockdown. Ano mangyayari sa akin? Yan yung mga tanong. Dami-dami nating tanong sa life. Pero, let's not see things based on what we see. Let's see things based on our spiritual eyes. And our spiritual eyes is seeing things the way God sees things. And with all our insecurities, with all our weaknesses and limitations, si God hindi niya yun nakikita as limitation. Nakikita niya yon as an opportunity for Him to work in our lives. Imagine kung parati tayong malakas, kung parati tayong buo, kung parati tayong, di ko na kailangan yan, I could take care of myself. If that would be our mentality and our attitude, there wouldn't be an opportunity for God to work. Kung wala tayong humility to say na, Lord, kailangan kita kasi nahihirapan ako. Lord, kailangan kita kasi nalulonely ako, nade-depress ako, nalulungkot ako. Pag meron tayong ganong humility to acknowledge our weaknesses, to acknowledge our fears, doon tayo merong oportunidad na gumalaw si God sa buhay natin para bigyan niya tayo ng tapang at para bigyan niya tayo ng lakas. So, mula nung time na yon na ako'y hindi pa ako lumalabas nung ako'y nagkaroon nga ng bagong perspective when it comes to my alopecia. Kasi hindi ko na kinakahiya yung condition ko nung nagkaroon na ako ng relationship with God. I was very vocal about it. Pag tinatanong ako ng mga tao, ba't ka naka-wig? Kasi minsan obvious yung wig ko, diba? O kaya pag kumakanta ako or naglalakad kami, kailangan parating, bawal mahangin. Kailangan steady lang yung paglakad. Bawal matanggal yung buhok. So, tatanungin nila parati, ba't ka ba naka-wig? So, I explain ko naman, open naman ako when it comes to my alopecia. In fact, I even shared my story on the 700 Club. Yun yung unang-unang beses na lumabas ako with my condition. Hindi pa yung ulo ko yung condition lang. So, dun sa 700 Club feature, naka-wig pa ako. Pinapakita ko iba-ibang hairstyle. Pero bottom line, sinasabi ko nga dun that my worth, more than the external, what people see on the outside, what's more important is how God sees my heart. How open my heart is for Him to work in my life. And so yun, high school yun. Syempre, it was very difficult also for me. Pagdating sa boys, umabot na rin sa mga moments na kini-question ko, sige, tanggap ko na yung sarili ko. I have alopecia. But what about my future partner? Paano kaya yun, no? Magkakaroon kaya ako ng boyfriend, asawa, na okay lang magkaroon ng asawa na kalbo. Girlfriend na kalbo. And it seems funny now kasi I could laugh about it. But I remember growing up, and that was one of my biggest fears. Iniisip ko, kasi nakawig ako, di ba? Paano kung may magmahal nga sa akin? Sabihin, I want to be with you. Let's be together. But, pag umabot na sa time na, sige nga, pakita nga ng ulo mo. I wanna see under your wig. Tapos, what if I remove it? Or kunyari, matanggal siya habang kasama ko. Tapos magulat siya, ma-shock siya. Hindi niya ina-expect. Kalbo ka pala talaga. Hindi ko ata kaya. Bakit ganyan yung itsura mo? Yun yung mga fear ko before na now I realize are so superficial. Because I know that if God would send me someone to live the rest of my life with, He would be someone who would see me for my worth, for my beauty from the inside out, and not based on not having hair. And yun, it's so simple now. I could talk about it freely, but in terms of confidence and being brave, that was one thing that I wasn't confident about. Finding someone liking someone, loving someone, and feeling that that person couldn't accept me. And I guess ang isang nabago sa buong journey ko na to is naintindihan ko na more than me desiring other people to accept who I am, regardless if it's the public or my family or a special someone in relation to what I was just talking about, ang pinaka-importante is the way we accept ourselves. Before you could expect other people to love you or before you could give love to others, tayo yung unang-unang tao na magbibigay ng pagmamahal sa sarili natin. Tayo yung unang-unang tao na magbibigay ng respeto sa sarili natin. And shinare ko to I did a couple of talks last week and I was saying na minsan ang babaw pero pagising mo sa umaga, pag tumitingin ka sa salamin, nakikita mo yung sarili mo. Ano yung mga thoughts na sinasabi mo? When you look at yourselves at the mirror, do you say, "Hi, beautiful, you're gonna have a great day today. Smile." Diba? Ang ganda. Ma-accomplish mo lahat ng mga gagawin mo today. Kung yan yung nakikita mo about yourself, that's what you're gonna project throughout the day. And that's what other people are gonna see. If you project to the world na I'm Abby and I love myself and I'm beautiful, even if I have alopecia or even if I'm a big girl, medyo chubby girl po kasi ako, people would see that and they would say, wow, that's great. She loves and accepts herself. So, I love and accept her for loving herself too. Pero, paano kung ikaw, tumingin ka sa salamin, tapos, unang banat mo pa lang sa sarili mo, ba yan? Tsura mo naman, ang pangat mo naman. Ay, nakakatamad naman tong araw na to. Walang mangyayaring maganda. Kung yun yung mentality mo tungkol sa sarili mo, na ikaw mismo nagsasalita ng mga masasakit na salita tungkol sa'yo, how do you expect other people to treat you kindly if you're not even kind to yourself? Or, pag ganyan yung mentality mo, kung ang ibang tao nagiging mabuti sa'yo, parating merong doubt, parating merong parang skepticism sa utak mo na, hindi nga. Ako, maganda. Ako, I can do all things. I could achieve my dreams and goals. Di naman ata. Diba? Imagine nyo yun. Yung mga tao na sa paligid mo yung nag-e-empower sa'yo, pero ikaw mismo yung humihila sa'yo pababa. And I guess the same is true with my alopecia journey. I realized before, nung lumalaki ako, sasabihin ng mga tao, "You're so beautiful, Abby. You're complete. Ganda mo naman kahit kalbo ka eh. Ganda mo naman kahit wala kang buhok. Okay lang yan. Nagagawa mo pa rin yung mga gusto mong gawin sa buhay." Imagine, sila na yung nagsasabi sa akin nun, pero ako, hindi yun yung pinaniniwalaan ko. Because I couldn't express confidence if I don't believe in myself. And more than me learning to accept my alopecia, I guess it really is a walk and a journey towards self-acceptance. Not just accepting the hair loss condition, but accepting everything about me. If you look at yourself, ang dami nating ingredients. Meron tayong family background, religion, kung saan tayo nag-aral sa school, ano yung ating mga personality, yung character natin, yung mga likes natin, the things that we are passionate about. Lahat to ingredients. The heartaches, the pain, kasama yan sa ingredients na bumubuo kung sino ka. And we need to learn to accept who we are. Everything about us that makes us unique. Imagine, lahat ng mga nilagay sa'yo, kunyari nagluluto ka, diba? Parang Powerpuff Girls. Put spice, sweet, everything nice. Yan, yung ganyan. Lahat tayo, meron tayong sariling version ng ingredients na hindi mo yun marereplicate sa ibang tao. At hindi ka rin magiging tulad ng ibang tao kasi iba yung pinagdaanan nila, iba yung makeup nila, iba yung story nila. And I guess when it comes to confidence, that's the number one thing. It's about learning everything special and unique about you, how you were built, owning that, accepting that, being proud of that, not being ashamed. Kung feeling mo yung story mo kakaiba sa pinagdaanan ng mga taong nilulook up to mo or mga kaibigan mo, sa friends mo, tama yun. Kasi you don't have to be and you shouldn't be like them. You have a very distinct calling, purpose, womanhood, personhood here in the world. So we need to learn to embrace that. So with me, umabot sa point po na 2012 yun eh. Sabi ko, sige na nga. Hindi ko naman, parang siguro may rason kung bakit ako nagkaroon ng alopecia. Ano ba? Ano ba yung purpose? Yun yung tanong ko eh. And isang very monumental turning point in my life was in 2012 when I finally decided to come out bald. Eto, pati ulo ko pinakita ko lang sa mga tao. Dati kasi kinikwento ko lang. Ngayon sabi ko, okay lang. Ayoko na maging duwag. Ayoko nang ikahiya yung kondisyon ko. Ayoko nang ikahiya yung sarili ko. I want to be able to face everyone, stand in front of everyone, even without hair, and say, my alopecia is not a hindrance. It's not a limitation to whatever it is that I want to do in my life. And it's not a limitation to who I am as a person. In fact, di ba, merong passage sa Bible, my power is made perfect in your weakness, sabi ni God. And therefore, I will boast all the more gladly about my weaknesses so that His power might rest in me. I wasn't confident about my alopecia. I was scared of how other people would react, of how other people would accept me without hair. But yung mga moments na ganun, yung mga moments na natatakot tayo, nagda-doubt tayo, na-anxious tayo, mga moments na naduduwag tayo, yun yung mga moments na mas tinatawag tayo ng Panginoon to be courageous. Tinatawag niya tayo na lumapit sa Kanya and say, Lord, I can't do this on my own, but I know that through you, I can do all things. I know that you would give me the strength. I know that you would give me the bravery to be able to rise above this condition. Sige, Lord, talon tayo. Tatalon ako, Lord, kasi alam ko kasama kita at hindi mo ako pababayaan. And so, noong 2012, sabi ko, Lord, sige na game, talon tayo. Ang ginawa ko po, meron akong concert na ginawa September 25, 2012. It was called Strip. And for the first time ever, tinanggal ko yung mga wig, stripping of the bandanas, at humarap ako at kumanta sa mga tao ng kalbo. And along with the stripping of the headgears, the headpieces, it was really a stripping of all the fears, limitations, doubts, insecurities that I have in relation to my baldness. And sumulat po ako ng kanta na inawit ko on that day. Ang title po nung song na yun ay Beautiful. And I wrote it to my younger self. Ang inspiration nun, kausap ko yung batang Abby. Ano kaya yung mga kailangan niyang marinig bilang 4 years old na bata na nabubully? Kasi nabubully rin po ako nung bata ako. Hindi ko pala na-share kanina. May mga tumatawag sa akin ng mga masasakit na salita. Merong times na may humila na ng sombrero ko. So, nakita nila yung ulo ko. Tapos, wala akong buhok. So, ang daming mga insecurities when it comes to my alopecia. Pero yung message ng kanta is, you're beautiful just as you are. Shine your light, you're a star. Yung mga scars na meron tayo, peklat. Yung mga peklat tayo. Palatandaan yan. Palatandaan na meron tayong mga paghihirap, na meron tayong mga pagsubok na nalampasan. So, wag natin ikahiya yan because those things make us better, stronger individuals. So, noong 2012 po, lumabas ako. Psh! Tinanggal ko yung bandana ko. Tapos sabi ko, alam ko na hindi. Umiiyak ako. Nasa YouTube yun kung gusto niyo mapanood. I-search niyo lang Alopecia Awareness Advocate. Sabi ko, I know that my condition is not a limitation to whatever it is that I want to be as a woman, as a person, as an artist. And so, humaharap ako sa inyong lahat, malaya and free. And it really is one of the best feelings. It was so liberating because I was no longer trapped in the negativities that I placed on myself. And I wasn't trapped by the opinions of other people. What's more important is I know that I am free because I accept, love, respect myself, and I know my worth. Not just because I'm confident, not because I'm beautiful, sa standards ng mundo. Ano ba yung beautiful talaga, di ba? But I guess we are beautiful first and foremost because we are God's special creation. Imagine yung God na gumawa ng lahat ng bagay sa mundo. Siya yung gumawa sa'yo. Siya yung gumawa ng mga thoughts sa utak mo, sa mga laman ng puso mo. So, paano ka hindi magiging maganda? Kung si God gandang-ganda sa'yo, i-insultuhin mo ba siya? By saying na, di ako maganda, hindi ko kaya, hindi ako kompleto. Yung mga gusto kong maabot na pangarap, di ko magagawa. No! Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself because God believes in you. Know that you're beautiful because God sees you as beautiful. And that's a truth that a lot of people, all of us, we should know by heart. Basahin natin, women, you are loved, you are beautiful, God created you, you are perfect in the eyes of your Creator. Yes, sabi nga ng ating Her Sisterhood admin, ako nag-agree talaga ako dyan. And so, before I continue, I just want to sing a song for all of you guys. Okay lang ba? Kakantahan ko kayo. Alam ko medyo maaga-aga pa, 10:30, but I really want to let you hear the song that I sang and wrote during that 2012 turning point. It's called Beautiful. It was arranged by Jay Durias. Nag-backup vocals din siya for this one. And ang ganda lang nung kinalabasan ng kanta kasi puso ko to. Ayan. Alam mo, hindi ko talaga, kahit ilang beses ko i-share tong story to, minsan memorize ko na yung ibang parts, pero hindi ko ina-expect parati na mafe-feel ko, matatag pa rin sa puso ko yung pinagdaanan ko, meron pa rin konting, may ganyan. Kasi, nakaka-amaze ang amazing na I'm able to sit, hindi pala stand, sit in front of you guys, talk to you guys here on the Her Sisterhood channel and tell you guys my story. It's really not about me and my own strength. It's really about how God worked in my life. And I guess if there's one thing that I could encourage all of you to do is to really just put your faith in Him because grabe si God gumalaw. Grabe siyang gumalaw. Hindi mo alam kung saan kanya dadalhin if you just surrender and let go of control and let go of all the fears and the doubts and the worries and believe that He has your back and He wants nothing but the best for you. His good, pleasing, and perfect will. Thank you so much for the comments. I really appreciate that. So now I would like to sing my song. This is beautiful. I hope you like it. May share pa ako after. Huwag muna kayo mag-log out. Share ko sa inyo kung ano nangyari since I came out with my alopecia. Pero kakantahan ko muna kayo. Alright, this is beautiful. La la la. Ulitin natin. Good morning, everybody. La la la, la 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 la. Smile, little girl, you're beautiful. Smile, little girl, you were loved. When you're in doubt, afraid, downcast, all you gotta do is look up to the one who's up above. He's saying you are beautiful, you are beautiful, beautiful, just as you are. Beautiful, you are beautiful. Show the world who you are. Shine your light. wings. Believe in your heart, you can go far. Yes, you will go far. When darkness creeps in, release the courage deep within. We're made much stronger by our scars. Remember, you are beautiful. You are beautiful. Beautiful. Just as you are. Beautiful. You are beautiful. Show the world who you are. Shine your light. Awaken your soul. Let the light shine through. Because true beauty lies inside of you. Beautiful you are. Beautiful. You're beautiful. Just as you are. Beautiful you are. You're beautiful. Show the world who you are. Shine your light, your star. Oh, just as you are. You're shining bright, you're beautiful. Yes, you are. You're beautiful. La, la, la. Beautiful. Thank you, guys. And yes, we are beautiful just as we are. And yung line sa song, sabi doon, awaken your soul, let the light shine through. Because true beauty lies inside of you. You know, we could be confident in our light because first, we have to let God's light shine in our lives. Hindi natin kayang ilabas kung ano yung wala tayo. Hindi tayo kayang maging positive kung hindi tayo pinupuno ng positivity na nanggagaling sa source of the ultimate positivity, which is God. And I guess if there's one takeaway that I want you to have from this talk is that whatever we put out into the world, it should always come from God first. Kasi kung magre-rely tayo sa sarili nating strength, sarili nating tapang, sarili nating lakas, mauubusan tayo. Pag nag-share pa nga lang tayo at nagbibigay tayo sa kapwa natin, minsan nauubusan na tayo eh. So, kailangan pinupuno natin yung pagmamahal sa sarili nating cup. Pero yun nga, yung sarili nating efforts minsan nagkukulang pa rin. That's why we always have to come back to God. Because may moments pa rin tayo ng weakness eh. Like even me. Oh, I'm sharing about confidence right now. But I still have my moments of insecurity. My moments of loneliness. My moments of sadness. Iyak pa rin ako ng iyak minsan dahil may mga issues pa rin ako na pinagdadaanan hanggang ngayon. But ang natutunan ko through this journey is whenever those moments do come up, I know who to turn to and who to run to. And that's Him. Kaya nga, diba, sabi sa song, remember you are. He's saying you are, sabi. So, kailangan yung mga tanong natin, ilapit natin sa Kanya. Sa Kanya natin ialay lahat ng mga burdens natin, worries natin about life. Because He's the only one who could really give us the peace that we need to move forward even without certainty. Diba ang galing? Kahit hindi tayo sigurado, ang pinaka kaya nating maging sigurado is He is with us and He is guiding us through this. And so, yun nga, since lumabas po ako ng 2012, nakalbo, ang daming nangyari. Dati, kinakahiya ko yung sarili ko, feeling ko pangit ako. Biglang all of a sudden, everyone was like, Abby, you're so beautiful, you're so amazing, you're so strong. Ang daming mga magagandang salita na naririnig ko sa mga tao na ako dati, akala ko never kong makakamit from them. But I realized they weren't seeing a beautiful head. They weren't seeing a beautiful face. They were seeing a beautiful heart. And it's not about me being goody-goody and I am so perfect. No. They saw my courage. And I'm talking to you guys right now. The courage that I had, it wasn't me. It was me relying on God. And it was Him working in my life. And that's what I would like to encourage you with. Kaya nyo maging confident. Kaya nyo mahalin yung sarili nyo ng buong buo. If alam niyo na yung pagmamahal, una nanggagaling kay God. And yun, when I came out, I was so free. Ang daming mga opportunities na nangyari. Nag-guesting ako sa Boy Abunda. Naging Dove Girl ako. Na-feature ako sa mga magazine. Top 10 most beautiful women in the country. Yes! Meron mga ganon. Sa Mega Magazine. under 30 most influential people. Daming mga positive feedback na hindi ko inakala na kung kailan ako lumabas ng kalbo, dun pa mag-o-open up yung opportunity. Pero yung reminder nga sa akin ni God, sabi niya, di ba, sabi mo, talon tayo. And yun, pag tumalon kayo, tapos inalay niyo yung talon kay God, hindi ka niya pababayaan. He's going to help you fly and soar. And from there, years after I came out bald, naging TED Talk speaker ako. Nalipad ako sa California to share my story at the National Alopecia Awareness Foundation Conference na isang grupo sa Amerika na puro may alopecia na dati hindi ko nga matanggap or hindi ko kayang humarap sa mga tao na kalbo ako. Ngayon, ako na yung closing speaker sa isang conference for people with alopecia. Now, when I was there, I couldn't help but cry na parang, Lord, is this really happening? And then a year after that, I was invited because of my friend from the States who also had alopecia, Rachel Regal. Na-feature po ako nasama ako sa Facebook Friends Day kung saan nilipad po nila kami sa Amerika. At na-meet ko si Mark Zuckerberg. Meron kaming video together. Check niyo sa YouTube, Friends Day song by Abby Asistio. Na-meet ko si Mark Zuckerberg dahil sa Alopecia Awareness campaign ko. Na those are things that you don't dream about. You don't wake up one day saying na, Lord, sana magkaroon ako ng opportunity na ma-meet si Mark Zuckerberg, ma-feature kami sa Facebook. Hindi ko naman ina-expect yun. Pero nangyari. Nangyari siya because I took that leap of faith. I became courageous. And ang pagiging matapang, I just want to encourage you guys, hindi naman yan overnight. Like when I came out bald, nagsimula ako sa isang status muna. September is Alopecia Awareness Month. The next day, sabi ko, I have alopecia. Tapos sa susunod, alopecia is an autoimmune condition kung saan nalalagos yung buhok. And then I did the awareness campaign. I asked people to post AA hand signs. Diba? Step by step. Hanggang sa umabot na, sumulat ako ng kanta tungkol sa alopecia. One step na naman yun. Isang major step, yung pagtanggal ng bandana. Isang step towards becoming the best version of myself every day. Ang pagiging matapang, guys, ang pagiging best version of ourselves, hindi yan overnight. Tandaan nyo, little things that we do, one foot in front of the other, that's what makes the big difference. And so, yun nga, after that, nagkaroon na rin kami ng grupo when I came out bald, Alopecia Philippines, and hindi lang pala ako yung merong kondisyon. Ang dami pala namin, and lahat lang sila nahihiya, natatakot na pagtawanan sila, na walang makarelate sa kanila. And when I came out bald, 8 years na kami, 8 or 9 years ang Alopecia Philippines. And we have hundreds of members in our group already. And I guess one of the things about being courageous and confident about yourself also is God opens the doors for you to impact other people's lives so that his light, yung light niya na nagsashine sa'yo, magsashine din sa ibang tao. And yung light na yon, magagamit din nila sa sarili nilang buhay para sila naman yung makatanggap sa sarili nila, para sila naman yung mag-shine. So, ngayon yung mga miyembro namin sa grupo, sila na mismo yung gumagawa ng mga sariling alopecia awareness campaigns nila. I'm so proud of them kasi pag merong mga interview for alopecia, sila na yung mga humaharap sa mga tao at kinikwento yung buhay nila sa mga social media nila. Hindi na sila nahihiya lumabas ng kalbo. And for me, that is such a huge blessing and something na sobrang nakaka-fulfill kasi dati yun yung struggle ko. Nung bata ako, lumaki ako na wala akong matitingala na magsasabi sa akin na okay lang yan, kaya mo yan. Ako nga, may alopecia eh. Yun yung naging mission ko in life na kung ako, nung lumalaki ako, it didn't happen for me. I don't want the next generation of people with alopecia to go through what I went through. And so I wouldn't stop talking about this. I wouldn't stop supporting those with the condition, causing awareness, because one of my favorite quotes, your story is the key that could unlock someone else's prison. One more time. Ayan, para din sa gagawa ng ating quotable quotes. Ito, your story is the key that could unlock someone else's prison. Kaya huwag tayo maging selfish when it comes to sharing the work that God has done in our lives, because we would never know who would need that message, who would need that liberating. And just last year in November, I was so proud of our group, Alopecia Philippines, na feature kami sa Showtime. Merong segment, Magpasikat, and si Vice Ganda, ang napili niyang beneficiary is Alopecia Philippines. And yung buong production number niya is about hair. And I didn't participate in the performance. Gusto ko yung grupo lang. Kayo, it's your time. It's your time now. So they're part of the production number. Ayan, thank you for the message sa baba. And sa production number, si Aisel, she is one of our little girls sa group. Siya yung main star. Other than Vice Ganda, siya yung main focus ng performance. And she's a girl na kumakanta siya na yung song niya, I'm a creep, I'm a weirdo, what the hell is wrong with me? I don't belong here. Yun yung kanta niya. Tapos kinantahan siya ni Vice Ganda na you're parang, you are more than your hair. And you are beautiful and you're special, even if you don't have hair. And for me to see them on national television, internationally seen because of TFC and online, proclaiming to the world that they have alopecia, it was something very special because, sorry, ayan na, sabi, medyo iyakin ako. Kasi yun yung ginawa ko noong 2012. Tapos, dati mag-isa lang ako. So now, nakakataba ng puso to see na sila naman yung lumalabas sa sarili nilang shells and are being confident in their own journey. Because we'll never know how our actions, our behaviors could impact other people's lives. And sometimes you don't even have to proclaim it to everyone. You just have to live it. And seeing lives changed because of it is already proof that you did your part. And so I'm happy to be able to do my part. And so her Sisterhood, thank you for inviting me. Whenever I talk, I don't intend to cry, but I really can't help it. Thank you for letting me share my story, and I hope the people watching this morning were able to take away something special from my quick talk. I want to end with these words. Let's play this again. Again, my name is Asistio, and I would like to encourage you guys to see yourself as beautiful, see yourself as special. You can do anything, everything through Christ who gives you strength. And there are times, yes, we will be weak. There are times we will feel insecure. Matatakot tayo. Minsan isipin natin, kaya ko ba talaga to? But when we are most afraid, those are the opportunities when God is calling us to go to Him. Yun yung mga pagkakataon na bibitaw na lang tayo at sasabihin natin, God, ikaw na bahala, hindi ko talaga kaya. And kaya nating maging malakas, kaya nating maging confident. Confident! I can be confident not because of my own doing, not because of my own works, not because I'm indestructible. I can be confident because I rest in God and I know that He is the one who supplies me with all the grace, the strength, the courage, the wisdom that I need in life. And I hope you get your source, you get your strength from the ultimate source as well. So again, maraming salamat sa inyong lahat and I hope you have a great Wednesday full of positivity and good vibes. Thank you so much, guys. Bye.